I have created an online course through Udutu. It is titled Weather Wow, and it is targeted for second graders. This course is on the water cycle. This is a beneficial refresher for students. Wally Waterdrop welcomes you to Weather Wow, where you will be able to identify the stages of the water cycle and introduces them to the more technical terms of precipitation, accumulation, evaporation, and condensation. Precipitation is when it rains or snows. Precipitation is rain. Accumulation is a collection point, such as a stream, river, waterfall, lake, or the ocean. The ocean is an example of accumulation. Evaporation is when water turns from a liquid to a gas. The mist is an example of evaporation. Condensation is where the gas turns back into a liquid and forms clouds. Are formed. Our second grade students have been learning about weather for the past 2 weeks. Because Facebook is blocked at our school, I wasn't able to have them take the course on that, but our computer tech downloaded the URL to the computer's desktops, and all the second grade classes are going to go through the course this week. Unfortunately, I will not have a report on how they did on it. Water accumulates in rivers. I was initially going to use the best practices template for assessment, but I was confused at the layout and would have needed more time to get familiar with the assessment templates to use them. They look great, but are a bit confusing. I ended up having a drag and drop quiz on one screen here at the end. I would have liked to have the link back to the correct slide for review if they got the answer wrong. I know that is possible. I just didn't have time to fully explore that and implement it. I think the Facebook linking system is full of bugs. I love the concept. I have 171 friends on my original Facebook account. If I could have gotten 20 people to take it, I would have been happy. Every time they tried, they came up with an error message. I put on 6 different posts asking friends to take the course. I have 7 friends that downloaded the application. 3 of them I know tried to take it. My son Kobe and daughter-in-law Tammy actually did take it, but it took several attempts and error screens before they got to it. I created a problem for myself trying to put it on 2 different Facebook pages. The cookies would send you to one and the other would be an error. I shouldn't have 2 different pages. Kobe remarked that it was short and to the point, and the quiz at the end left him confused. He didn't quite know what to do. I think the audio added there would have made it better. Tammy remarked that she didn't really like having to click next to every page. She thought the game was a wonderful surprise and a fun way to test what they had just learned. She would have liked audio on the last page also. It kind of left her hanging. The tech teacher gave me some feedback today. I find it interesting that the second graders had the same problems as my adult children. Many didn't know to click next. I guess an audio prompt on the first screen would have been beneficial. The assessment was confusing. I needed audio for low readers and to give instructions with a bit more explanation. I should have said, don't let it trick you. You have to drop the name of the stages of the water cycle that you've learned in this course into the correct space below the picture. The report is a wonderful idea. It would be a wonderful resource for assessment. I think it could be effective for many things. If the student was on a mission or web quest, you could even require that they take the course and pass it at home that night if they wanted to go on to the next level. It would be an awesome extension for gifted students. I think Udutu could be a great help to education and to implementing technology into the classroom. I see a future where there are several computers available in each class. Ideally, it would be a computer for every child. But if they had to do the lesson in different steps and accomplish other tasks along the way, I think it would be very motivating for students. They love to be able to have autonomy and choice in the way they learn and have to accomplish a task. Udutu can be a highly motivating and creative way to accomplish learning. If we as educators can help with motivation, students will naturally want to learn.